You know what? Australia really is the lucky country because you've got a Prime Minister of my sharp intellect making decisions on your behalf. The conflict in Gaza really does keep me awake at night. It's not because of the goat rooters that parachuted into Israel on October 7 and macheted the crap out of everybody. It's because I'm finding it hard to come clean and tell Australians that I don't give a toss about Australian Jews. You know, I grew up in Australia as a child of the 60s and the 70s, and while most normal teenagers in Australia had sporting heroes like Dennis Lilly, Steve Rogers and Alex Jesselenko, my heroes were Karl Marx, Leon Trotsky and Yasser Cracker Half-a-Fat. And I was taught to hate Australia, working Australians, small business and farmers at university, and of course later in the Fabians and the Labour Party. Now I'm just going to pretend to like the Jews and put up with their funny little hats. So it is with a heavy heart that I'm actually going to follow my dodgy United Nations buddies, Keir Starmer, Canada's creepy new Prime Minister, and that French bloke who's married to his dad or his uncle or whoever the hell it is, and I'm going to recognise Palestine as a sovereign state. Those Jewish hostages that are still being held prisoner by Hamas just need to learn to harden the fuck up and stop complaining. You might wonder why I've wasted so much of your tax dollars on this Gaza war that has nothing to do with Australia, and why I've barely mentioned any wars in Cambodia or Thailand or Pakistan and India. And the answer to that is very simple. Australia is fast becoming overrun with hundreds of thousands of goat rooters that hate Australia and are all on Centrelink and all vote for Labour. You know, I'm just a university activist at heart, and my government's all about division. Because of my voice debacle, everyone hates Aborigines now, and now I'm just doing the same thing with the Jews and the goat rooters. You know, it's easy to win an election when the country's divided like Australia is now. My vision for Australia is actually one that looks just like the Middle East, where everybody's wearing tea towels and covering your 9-year-old wife in a doona cover. And I'm even considering banning bacon because that's something that Israel and Palestine can actually agree on.
Peter Jackson!